Welcome back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here is our prediction for the AFC North. We appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning back into the best sports betting show here on YouTube.
Like the video.
Subscribe to the page, as we appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning on the other side of this screen.
Well, change it up a little bit there.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Yeah,
Luke's, today we have the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, we do.
The Cleveland Browns, all the way to the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Steel City. All the way, can the bounce back happen for the Cincinnati Bengals?
Sexy division, Gabo.
Sexy division. Always pets' heads falling off on the floor. I feel like last year it always comes down to similar divisions around this beautiful league. Comes down to the final game.
Yeah, is it fair to say almost like less expectations of this division than in years past?
I feel like there might be the most expectations coming into this year just based off of so many question marks. Can finally the Cincinnati Bengals maybe rearrange their disarrangement from the last season? Can the Baltimore Ravens actually fulfill those expectations, where I feel like finally could this year be the year when a lot of people thought it could have been last year?
I feel like we're kind of saying the same thing.
Could the Cleveland Browns continue
more
to be
question marks? I'm saying less expectations. I feel like those are simpatico.
Some might think and see it that way. I feel like also I have a very high expectation for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the Ravens have gone into each of the last, 6 seasons as a team that people thought should at least contend for a Super Bowl, maybe an MVP, at least win the division. We're going to break down every team's over-under. We're going to look at the standings from last year. We're going to look at some props that we like. We're going to look at the quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and whoever the fuck the Browns have. Last year, the Steelers win. Rodgers comes in his first year as a helter-skelter end of the year. Lamar Jackson, a lot of injuries. Saw a lot of Snoop Hundley. The Bengals, no Joe Burrow most of the year. The Browns were the Browns, and this is how we ended up.
Yep. Had a couple beautiful games. Snow games down the stretch.
Always
cold games.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco games.
Yep.
A lot of different things taking place in this division. Bengals didn't have any O-line, no defense. The Steelers, now they add Mike McCarthy, very exciting. The connection between him and Rod is talking to his parents. The Cleveland Browns.
Not his brother, though.
Not his brother. We're not big fans of Jordan Rodgers around here.
He sandbagged him when they went on The Bachelorette. He had a big family dinner, intentionally left one seat empty, knowing that he wasn't going to come.
Yeah.
And his brother Luke, I feel like Luke is back in the picture anyway.
And then the Browns, is it Gabriel? Is it Shador? Who gives a shit? Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? So let's get into our first team that we're going to go brick by brick, week by week. The Baltimore Ravens. How many wins will this team find? Can they get to their 12-win team win total of 11.5?
We're going to go through the schedule. We're going to see if the Ravens can get to 12 wins. Let's start right now, Gabo.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Hold on, let me pull up the schedule so I have it properly on here. Week 1, the Ravens go to Indianapolis.
That's a win.
That's a win. So we're 1-0, Gabo.
The Baltimore Ravens are going to be a good team this year. I feel like they're going to be properly ready versus this Indianapolis Colts team. No more ambushes for this Colts and Steichen and Daniel Jones and all this shit. They're going to lose their 8th straight game, that going against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I like it.
Because after the bye, the Colts never won again. And I think that continues week 1 of the NFL
3.5
season.
point spread in Indianapolis. I could see myself taking the points in this game maybe with the Colts, but for the sake of the schedule, we're going to give the Ravens a win.
Can't always get cute. I think Ravens are going to be really good. I like Baltimore here.
You can always get cute. Week 2, home against the Saints.
That's a win. Home opener in Baltimore. People are going to be buzzing. A young team like the Saints, though I love them in that division.
Yep.
I don't think that's a spot for them to, get the job done, especially going back-to-back on the road for the Saints. They come from Detroit.
What do you think the spread is of that game, week 2?
I would say the Ravens are minus 6.5.
7.5. Week 3 against the Cowboys. Do you know where this game is, Gabo?
I guess not Jerry's World.
No.
Where is it?
Guess.
Is it in Germany?
No.
Is it in London?
No, mate.
Is it in South America?
Yes.
Is it in Brazil?
Yeah, Gabo. Not bad. I think we get there. It's in Rio de Janeiro at Macarena Stadium.
I think Lamar is going to put on his best Neymar impression, huh?
Is that a good thing?
Vinny Jr.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be flashy. I feel like Baltimore is going to start 3-0.
All right, 3-0. They're 2.5-point favorites in that game. Then
I just before we continue on down the line, I just feel when a lot of people buy into a team and they underdeliver, such as last year, now a lot of people are a little bit more scared to touch this team. A lot more questions. I truly believe that this would be the perfect time to get in on the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
That might not be a hot take. Obviously, they're favored to win this division. I just feel like if there was ever a year, it would be this year. And I feel like that way for a lot of different teams. Teams like we talked about, the Chargers.
Yep.
Could they finally win a playoff game this season?
Yep.
Could it be the Buffalo Bills year to finally make it to a Super Bowl? Could this year be a Baltimore Ravens year where they finally stamp their ticket to a Super Bowl and get back on track and win this division? I feel like this year is a lot of teams who are more than due, who have been in these conversations for the last 2, 3, 4 seasons, one of them being the Baltimore Ravens. So,
yeah, I think the Ravens even more so than some of these. Like the Bills last year is kind of the same story. Like, they had a great year, lost in the playoffs, came up short. Josh Allen turned the ball over. The Ravens expected probably to win 12, 13 games, go 8-9, miss the playoffs.
And I think down the stretch, not a lot of people on this team liked Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And I think now there's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a breath of fresh air for this Baltimore Ravens team. And I like what they got cooking up with on the defensive side, too, in Baltimore.
My only thing about the Ravens is, are these, their two, Lamar and Derrick Henry, past their prime a little bit? I think Lamar's still a great player, but I feel like at the end, last year I know he's had injuries, but have we seen that lightning bolt of a player?
Yeah,
he's got to be able to get that back.
Yeah, I agree. And he got paid that absolute bag, and I feel like since then it's been a little bit of a smooth sailing. Does he still have that juice in him? I think so. I think this is going to be a massive year for Zay Flowers. Who is he as a wide receiver? I also believe the young buck that they drafted with their first round pick. I feel like he's going to be a massive guy to step into this offense. Look, they lost Isaiah Likely, who I believed who was a fantastic tight end. Mark Andrews is going to have to continue to step up now. Derrick Henry, you can make an argument more so for him being washed possibly this season than Lamar.
I didn't say washed.
No, yeah. But Derrick Henry, he's just Mr. Consistency, I feel like.
Just running backs, they go through.
100%. 100%.
All right, week 4, home against the Titans, they go to 4-0.
I think that's a win.
Yeah. Week 5 in Atlanta.
What time's that game?
8:20 Eastern on Sunday night.
Then that has to be the Baltimore Ravens.
5-0?
Yeah, dude. I like 6-0.
7-0?
Yeah, 7-0. I think they go into Buffalo 7-0, and they're the big dogs in the AFC. At some point, you got to give some flowers to a team, and I feel like I would put my chips on the table for the Baltimore Ravens this year.
Lamar's going to be giving it the flowers too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so they're 7-0. They go to Buffalo, 1 p.m. game. Kind of surprised it's not a primetime game. That must be a loaded slate.
I'll give them their first loss.
And they lose their first game of the
year. A lot
of
expectations going into that game. I'll give them a loss there.
Then week 9, home against the Jags, Thursday night football.
I really like this schedule loop. I feel like a lot of their tougher opponents are at home. I feel like they get to play in Rio de Janeiro against the fucking Cowboys, and then they have a primetime game down in Atlanta, a little in-division game against a Cleveland Browns team who they should season sweep if they're this legitimate of a team. This beginning of the year slate, even if they drop that first game to the Colts, it's all the more reasons why they should win their next 6. Yeah,
we're going to give them wins against... I almost want to give them a loss in one of these because
I think
8-2 still feels generous. 9-1 feels a little crazy.
I don't fully remember where we gave wins and losses here for the Jags and the Chargers.
That's okay.
And that's okay. But I do think it's a split here. Do they bounce back after being in Buffalo at home, or is that once again a trap game and they finally get the train back on track at home versus the Chargers?
Both primetime games.
Both primetime games? What are we looking at?
Thursday
Monday?
Night against the Jags, Monday night against the Chargers.
So I think there's more of a possibility that the Jags could go in and sneak a win against them on a short week coming off a Bills game.
Mm-hmm.
Then the long road, the extra mini bye from Thursday to Monday, get things situated after dropping back-to-back after a really good start, and then get the train back on track versus the Chargers with a win.
So we're 8-2. Then we go to Carolina.
To Carolina. I think it's a split again here.
Yeah.
Back-to-back road games.
They beat the Panthers and they lose to the Texans.
I'll accept that. They beat the Panthers and lose to the Texans. Very much could lose both those games. This is like now the tricky part of their schedule, I believe. Then they go into the bye, and they then out of the bye. I like this matchup.
Beat the Bucks at home.
I like that. Loops, could you find a spread on that game? Bucks?
I don't know.
Ravens?
That's pretty far out.
Out of the bye?
Pretty far out, Gabo. You're asking a lot of me.
I know that's a tall task. I know that's a really tall task. We're sitting at 10-3 right now. For the people on the other side of this screen who can't see the record, we're 10-3. You need
which game?
You need 2 more wins.
Which game are you looking for a spread for?
Out of the bye versus the Bucks.
-6.
They're -6. Yeah, I mean that's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
I like that spread a lot. Especially before the bye, you have a tough game, then you go into the bye. If they do lose that game versus the Texans, all the more reason why they should be,
And then you just
hungry.
know they're losing in Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell sending them home. They win 23-20.
Following week, we'll give them a loss in the Steel City. And then the following week, a season split against the Cleveland Browns. Now you need one more win. Sleazy schedule all of a sudden. Down the stretch.
The Browns are going into Baltimore and winning?
I have a win there. Season sweep.
Season sweep.
Yeah, season sweep over the Browns. So we're at 11-4, and their team win total is 11.5, Loop.
Tricky.
So you ended the year in these weird, sleazy games in division, on the road versus Cincinnati and at home versus Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they split those, and they go 12-5.
Yep. We'll give them a loss on the road to the Bengals and a win at home versus the Steelers. Going 12-5, which I believe is very doable for a very good team with a lot of expectations, though a lot of question marks.
I'm scared. I agree with you. They're going to have a good year. I think 11, 10, 11, 12 is probably right. I'd be surprised if it was higher than 12, but I don't know. I don't know if I like we just had them 12-5 and we had them start at 7-0.
Yeah. No, it's completely up to them. And I believe that in this division, it's hard to, especially after what we saw last year, this is the grittiest division in football, the AFC North. And it's hard.
Even games in Cleveland, that's not a gimme.
It's not a gimme. And this division prides itself on how just all heart, blood, sweat, tears, grit, and grind. You're in the Steel City. You're in the dog pound. The Cincinnati Bengals are looking to bounce back. The Ravens are looking to bounce back. It's really hard to have confidence in a world where this division is as tight and as tricky as these in-division games are. But, I do believe that Lamar Jackson is going to give a really hard fight this year.
Yeah, I think we're going to know a lot early, too.
It's a quarterback's league.
And he looks like Lamar. I'll feel a lot better about it. But if he comes out and he's throwing a lot, he doesn't feel like he wants to run as much.
I feel like Baltimore is a team where they kind of succeed off their own momentum.
Yeah.
And, if they come out and they drop that game to Indianapolis, it's going to be a really tricky path all of a sudden. But if they come out and they're a 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 ball club, they're going to start sniffing their own junk.
100%.
And I feel like more so than any team in the league, this team will pride itself on all of a sudden, we're those guys.
Yep. All right, what do you want to do next? Bengals?
Let's do the Steelers.
Steelers.
Let's throw it up a little bit.
This is a sketchy schedule. I can't wait.
Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy, you add Michael Pittman Jr., you got DK Metcalf, guys like Darnell Washington, you got a two-headed monster. Yeah, you lose Kenneth Gainwell, which hurts. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're already loving what they're seeing out of him. Hell, he was third on this team last year in receiving yards.
Yeah, and towards the end of the season, he caught every ball.
8-9 receptions a game, it felt like. He was Rodgers' best friend.
Yep.
And they get rid of the guy.
Realm.
And now it's Rodgers' realm. They bring in Rico Dowdle, who we love him.
Yes, we do.
Next to Jalen Warren. I feel like this is still a very solid backfield.
Yeah.
So, week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons, Loop, at home.
Yeah.
Look.
Got to be a win.
week by week, these games are sketchy. You know, we'll give them a win.
Yep.
But
Steelers
just like the Ravens in Indianapolis, the Steelers at home versus the Falcons, who the fuck knows what might go
Falcons,
down.
you don't know what you're going to get. I feel like first game of the year in Pittsburgh, that's going to be a win.
You simply cannot lose.
No.
I wish this game was maybe in December
Yep.
with Mr. Tua or Mr. Penix coming up to play in the cold, but you know, maybe it's still a little bit more chilly than they're expecting.
Maybe it rains.
There in September.
Yep.
So give us the Steelers over Tua Tagovailoa.
Mm-hmm. Week 2 at New England.
Loops, I believe we gave this team a win here.
We gave them a lot of wins.
We give them a lot of wins.
Yep.
And I kind of like that.
Me too.
Because a lot of people are going to be getting in bed with the Patriots after they lose their home or their season opener on the road against the Seattle Seahawks, then expecting them to bounce back in their home opener. And I think Raj goes in there and slips a fast one.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 3, Loops.
Rodgers and McCarthy back together. How could you not be romantic about football?
Love it.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Week 3, they beat the Bengals at home, and they're 3-0, and they're talking about Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl. They're talking about Aaron Rodgers MVP. They're talking about how many more years does he have? 5?
Yep.
And now we go to week 4 in Cleveland, and they lose.
I'd like to give them a loss here.
Me too.
I'd like to give them a loss.
Okay. So we're 3-1. Week 5, you're going to like this even more. The Browns game, Thursday night football in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sketchy.
It's going to be Browns.
They lose 9-6.
We'll take the Browns.
Yep. Week 5, home against the Colts.
Home versus the Colts. Look, I don't like the Colts.
No, you don't.
Cat's out of the bag, monkey's out of the bottle.
Yes, he is.
Doesn't go back in the bottle.
Sometimes he does.
I'll tell you right now, I like the Steelers in this matchup. I'm not a big fan of the Colts. The Colts then have to go on the road. You know, now we're trickling down to a little, it's starting to feel more and more like the Steel City.
BetMGM has the Steelers minus 2.5 against the Colts. Is this game? No, it's in Pittsburgh. Wow.
Yeah. Raj in Big Ben, London, that's later in the schedule. We'll get to that.
Week 6 in Tampa.
I'll mark this down as a fluky loss.
Yeah, 4-2.
Kenneth Gainwell, legacy revenge game. Look, the NFC South, those teams are going to need to take wins where they can get them, especially in the comfort of their own home. I feel like coming off a win at home, this just makes sense. Then, you know, way out into the headlights, we'll give the Steelers a loss in Tampa. I'm going to write down that last game schedule. You said Steelers week number 5 minus 2.5 versus the Colts.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about a new little format right before the season starts to set a timer for a day that I told myself in August to take which side.
I like that, Gabble.
So then, because you know what happens.
Yeah.
Once we get close to these games,
Life comes at you fast.
Your mind starts thinking about every single outcome, every single, leading up to the game. You change your mind 40 different times.
100%.
Over where the public's at, what happened, what took place. So I'm going to start setting a timer for a lot of these games and a lot of these matchups now here in August. Say, hey, let's on this day take the Steelers minus 2.5.
Okay, so where are we, Gabble? We're 4-2 and we're going to New Orleans.
Yep.
Oh no,
this is
the game that's in Paris.
Rodgers
is going to lose to Tyler Shuck in Paris. He's going to teach him about culture. He's going to teach him about the world. And he's going to teach him about football.
Raj is going to Eiffel Tower, the New Orleans Saints. And
him and Will Howard.
We're going to have, and Drew Aller.
Yeah.
See Drew Aller?
Yeah.
The DMs?
Oh, yeah.
With that girl?
Because I'm always nervous or fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen those same ones before for a different guy.
It's pretty random that they would throw Drew Aller under the bus.
So it makes it so believable, Gabo.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, so we're 5-2. Then week 8, home against the Browns. They season split, and we're 6-2 going into the bye. Aaron Rodgers has 31 touchdowns and 3 picks.
That'd be awesome. And hey, anything's possible in a division where you get to go against the Bengals defense. And coming out of the bye, he'll toss a couple more touchdowns, but we will have a season split in the Pittsburgh Steelers losing in Cincinnati. And now all of a sudden we are 6-3 with one hell of a gauntlet upcoming. Holy shit, Loops.
Yep. Loses in Philly, even though he won't.
Loses in Philly.
It's Sunday Night Football against the Bengals, by the way, 4:25 in Philly. Then Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, 3 p.m. Eastern against the Broncos.
I feel like, thank God, that is a time in the day of the week where the Steelers are playing this juggernaut of a team, because I feel like that gives Raj a little bit more hope.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Black Friday game.
Mm-hmm.
That is Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I know there's a lot of deals going around on Black Friday, but
Steelers plus 1.5.
But the Broncos at even money, that's not a deal that's going to come back in your favor, let me tell you. Steelers wearing their black unis, Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. Bo Nix a little too full from the day before.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, give us the fucking Steelers.
Anyway, we're taking the Steelers, and they're 7-4. Week 13 rematch against the Texans.
Oh gosh, the fucking Texans. That scares me. That defense.
They might kill Raj.
Yeah, the defense scares me versus Raj. That's
I'll take the Texans.
I'll take the Texans. We're wishful thinking if we think the Steelers are winning back-to-back against the Broncos and the Texans.
Then they lose to the Jags and the sky is falling in Pittsburgh.
Then they lose to the Jags and the sky's falling in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy needs, he's a big ol' away.
Then they come home against Baltimore in what people in Pittsburgh are now calling a must-win game.
Must win.
And they do win.
And they do win. I mean, we have this scheduled down to a T.
And then they beat the Panthers, and the Super Bowl's back on.
And then the Super Bowl is back on. Give us a win versus the Panthers.
And now they still need to beat the Titans because Week 18, they don't want to have to go into Baltimore and play for their lives.
Yeah, and what are they sitting at? This is an 8.5 team win total, and we need 9 wins, and we are sitting at 8-6 with 2 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
This is a must-win game in Tennessee, and Raj is going to look at Cam Ward in the eyes and tell him it's not your time.
No, we already have 9 wins, don't we? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Oh, we have 9 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They beat Cam Ward, they lose to the Ravens, and they're 10-7, and they make the playoffs, and then Raj wins out.
So, Week 17, let's give a win versus the Titans. In Week 18, we will give a loss versus the Ravens. 10-7, wild card, Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I don't hate their schedule at all.
No, me neither. It's not that bad.
Besides those sketchy weeks.
Especially for a division winner. Like, I thought it was going to be worse.
Yeah, not bad at all. I like it. Give us the over for the Pittsburgh Steelers, sitting at 8.5. Now I'm interested to see if the Bengals can reach 10 wins. Because already, after watching one drive of Joe Burrow in the preseason, the fucking the O-line and all this shit. But you know what?
This guy, if they don't have a good year, he's got to get fired, Zach Taylor.
Yeah. But right now we're looking at Rodgers, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Actually, let's watch some more Rodgers.
Yeah, let's just sit back and for the people who are watching this, eating dinner right now.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be Raj, McCarthy, McAfee.
Back in the saddle.
Rodgers' realm.
And us.
Just everyone having a fucking blast. And I'm very excited to see what Michael Pittman can do as a true wide receiver, too.
I'm watching Raj.
Okay, we'll watch Raj.
Thanks.
That was a great touchdown last year by Gainwell. Look at Raj.
Okay.
That's great.
I wish I hadn't ended it. We want to take a quick second to tell you about our sponsors over there at SeatGeek. I mean, it's the best part of the year. We got football season coming up. Tickets galore. SeatGeek is the best app out there.
I mean, they have tickets, and they have a lot of them.
35 million downloads. SeatGeek,
35.
the #1 rated ticketing app.
They're everywhere.
Buy somebody some tickets. I might buy my friend Danny some football tickets.
College football, NFL Week 1.
You got Vegas has the national championship. The Super Bowl's in LA. There's going to be tickets everywhere. And of course, I have a code for you guys. Use code LOCKS10 for 10% off your tickets for your first order. That's 10% off any tickets with code LOCKS10. Click on the link in the description and buy some tickets today.
Buy them.
All right, let's get to the Bengals schedule.
Bengals. Can the Cincinnati Bengals win 10 games this season?
Who cares? Week 1, home against the Bucs in an absolute must-win.
We'll give a win. They lost the season opener last year. They can't do it again.
-3.5 against the Bucs in that game. Week 2 in Houston.
Loss. What's that spread, Loops?
I'll tell you right now, Gavo, 2.5, +2.5 for the Bengals. Vegas loves the Bengals.
They always do.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Week 3, they go to Pittsburgh.
Loss.
They're 1-2. They fire Zach Taylor. Week 4, home against the Jags.
Must win.
Over under 51. Shootout.
Loops, I think we gave the Jags a win here.
We always give the Jags wins.
Give us a Jags win.
Okay, these are all 1 o'clock starts. Their first 7 games are 1 o'clock Eastern starts. Week 5 in Miami.
That's a win in a must-win scenario, and then you go into an early bye.
That's a disaster to have a bye that early, and then you have to play fucking 12 games in a row. Week 7, they go to Baltimore.
It's a loss. Season split for the Bengals and the Ravens.
2-4, and they might fire their coach.
Yeah, they should.
Week 8, home against the Titans.
Well, give them a win.
Week 9 in Atlanta.
What time's that game, Luke?
You're going to ask me that, Gavo. It's overseas, Gavo.
Wow.
Yeah. Where is it? I think it's in Germany.
Even more scary and sketchy.
Down under. It's at the Bernabeu in Madrid. Who plays there?
Chelsea?
Real Madrid.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. That's why we stick to real football around here, folks.
That one.
Gosh.
You want the spread?
Oh, it's going to be so sketchy. What is it?
Bengals
minus 2.5.
5.5.
5.5?
I think they win.
Yeah, it'll be square as it gets, but we'll take the Bengals.
Yeah. Week 10, now they play the Steelers at home. They're 4-4. All of a sudden, season's back on.
Season's back on. That's a win. A season split against the Steelers. They're 5-4.
Then they go to Washington to play the Commanders.
I like this stretch.
Which is Monday night.
You know, that was the coming out party for Jaden Daniels originally.
And it was Monday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was Monday night.
You know what this spread is?
It was in Cincinnati. Would it be the Bengals minus 2.5?
1.5.
1.5? Oh, gosh, Loops, you make the call. Make the call, Loops.
Give me the Commanders. Bengals lose.
Fuck. Okay.
Then they beat the Saints and bounce back.
Then they beat the Saints.
Browns in Cleveland. Bengals minus 4.5. I think.
Oh, gosh, Loops. This is like one of the big wins for the
If the Bengals
Browns.
go over their total, they have to beat the Browns twice. It's going to come down to that.
And that just seems always too good to be true.
Give me the Browns.
We'll take the Browns.
Chiefs at home. Bengals minus 1.
Wow.
I feel like the Bengals win. I know, you're a little precious.
All right, Loops. We'll take the Bengals.
Week 15 in Carolina. They might lose.
See, I'll live with a split between the Chiefs and the Panthers, so let's give the Panthers a win.
Okay, so we're 7-7.
Yep.
Week 16 in Indianapolis. Minus 1. Obviously, these spreads are all going to change, but good Lord, this is some sleaze.
And you can bet that right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Should we watch some more Raj?
I mean, I don't like the Colts, but this is a must-win game for
Bengals win.
For a good team.
And then they win, and they make the playoffs, and they're 10-7, and they go over the win total.
I'm not taking their team win total, however.
No.
Because I don't love a win versus the Chiefs. I feel like that game in Madrid could get weird and sketchy. I don't love that.
Show us some more Raj early. Please.
Yeah, let's get to the next team. Let's just forget that team schedule ever happened.
A little more Raj.
We'll go to the Browns.
Oh, God. I don't want to do the Browns.
We have to. We'll fly through it.
Okay. All right, Harold, we're going to the Browns. Yep, right on the fly.
Cleveland Browns. Well, they get to 6 wins.
No. Week 1 in Jacksonville.
Loss.
Week 2 in Tampa.
Loss.
Week 3, they host the Panthers.
Let's give them a win.
Week 4, they host the Steelers. All of a sudden, we're 2-2.
No, I thought we had the Steelers beat them.
Did we? We swept the Browns?
Yeah.
Good.
Jets, Browns, Super Bowl.
So we're 1-3 going into the Jets game. That's
game
tough.
Is a fucking movie.
That will be must-see TV.
That is a movie. Tell me the spread. Is it a pick 'em? It has to be. Who would be favored?
Jets minus 1.5.
Minus 1.5.
Over under 39.5.
Yeah, we'll take Geno in that game. Give us the Jets. Browns lose.
Okay, so we're 1-4.
We had the Ravens season sweep them as well. So
1-5.
Browns lose.
In Tennessee, they lose.
Cam Ward wins.
In the Steelers, they lose.
That's a loss.
In New Orleans, they lose.
That's a loss. Houston Texans go there, win 10-3. That's a loss.
They might beat the Texans at home.
Come on.
3-0.
All right, fine. Give them a win versus the Houston Texans. What's that spread?
CJ Stroud
tell me spreads here.
CJ Stroud gets carted off the field in the second quarter. The spread is They're +2 against the Titans. They're +6 in Pittsburgh. They're +3.5 in New Orleans. And they're +4.5 at home against the Titans. And you just Texans.
Do you see an over-under there? 30?
38.5.
38.5. That's awesome. All right, into the bye week. Do you have a spread for that or?
Home against the Raiders.
Home versus the Raiders.
-1.5.
That's a win.
Yeah, that's a win. Home against the Bengals. We gave them the Bengals. We gave the Browns a win.
Yeah, win.
We're 4-8.
Yeah.
And we've won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
It's Shador or something going on.
home against the Falcons.
Oh, that's a win.
That's a win, and we're at 5. Then they go to the Giants.
That's, I mean, at that
that's a
point.
loss.
But at that point,
The Browns
who knows who's playing
I
quarterback?
know, but they're not going to. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a loss.
It's a loss. 2 Baltimore loss.
Loss. Home versus the Colts, that's a win.
Yeah,
I like the Browns team total over.
they're +2, and then they go to Cincinnati.
You know what? But the wins come at a fitting time of the season because then they're truly using that home field advantage when it's 10 degrees. The fans are pissed. People are fucking going nuts. And the dog pounding is pounding. You know, blind dog in a meat house. Last week, we'll give them a loss versus the Bengals. But those are, you have Mendoza coming to the dog pound. That late in the season, you have an in-division game where they sneak one versus Joe Burrow. You have Tua coming up in the cold. I love that win. I think a 3-6, a 2-3 win versus the Houston Texans. Hell, I think the Browns go 6-11.
Yeah, and you never know. They could win 1 or 2 that you just don't expect.
Correct. Correct.
So we took the Browns over, the Steelers over.
The Bengals.
I think we had all of them going over.
Yeah, but I like the Bengals at heart under.
Okay.
But maybe not.
Just give me Raj. Let's actually talk about Raj. Show me his projections for the year early, please. And then we can get out of here. Oh.
I mean, Rodgers is entering his 22nd season in the NFL. There's only been, I believe, 2 years.
But when you smoke what he smokes in the offseason, age is not real.
Yeah. You said he's married to a puff of smoke.
He might be. No one's ever seen his wife, which seems crazy.
That is so impressive.
All right, let me. So his over/under for the season is 21.5 touchdowns. Let me read you his touchdowns by year, Gabo. Stay with me here. 28, 30, 28, 45, 39, 17. He only played 9 games. 38, 31, 40, 16. He only played 7 games. 25, 26, 48, 37, 26, 0. Tore his Achilles on the first play. He threw 28 with the New York Jets.
Is there going to be more Raj?
More Raj. And then 24 last year with the Steelers in a year where it felt like he didn't throw any touchdowns.
I mean, the fact that he threw this many touchdowns with the Jets.
28.
And
he had one of the great statistical years of all time with the Jets.
And now you're looking at a line that's 20.5, 21.5.
With Big Mike back in the saddle.
And you add Michael Pittman Jr.
Butch and Sundance.
Darnell Washington, who's literally a tree.
I could use
6'12".
I could use a little out of DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he stinks.
A little less bitching and a little more routes.
Like, he played in 15 games last year and he caught 59 passes.
He was too much of a non-factor in too many games. And the fact that a guy like DK Metcalf can play 15 games in a season and come 150 yards short of 1,000 yards.
Dude, like, if you look at his games, 22 yards, 32, then 148 against the Ravens on the road, then 45, 42. Like, I'd like to see a little more of him. Anyway, we're going to take Raj on his passing touchdowns over.
Yeah, we love that.
And then there was one more thing we wanted to talk about before we signed off.
I mean, there was like 22 guys, 21 guys last year with 1,000-yard receiving seasons, and like DK Metcalf going to be one of them with Raj.
Yeah.
You got to be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
If Rodgers can't get you the ball. And I feel like he was turning lemons into lemonade with a lot of their games. Like
100%.
using 5, 6, 7, 8 guys catching balls.
Yeah. Michael Pittman should have a better year.
Multiple tight ends, multiple running backs. Like he was really turning something into nothing.
I wouldn't mind a little something out of Roman Wilson. I mean, Pat Fryermuth, all their they have Big Bob Tunyon again?
Yeah.
Third string?
They brought in Robert Tunyon.
They're going to win it all.
Well, give us Rodgers over to the passing touchdowns. Let's go to a couple more guys around this division. Skill position players.
They're going to win the whole thing.
Let's see what we got next. A little running back action.
It's going to be
wide
a
receiver
Packers
action.
Steelers Super Bowl.
Jamar Chase, will he catch 10 touchdowns? Zay Flowers sitting at 5.5. And Michael Pittman. So we want to talk about these two gentlemen that I mentioned second and third. Jamar Chase, I'm not going to stand in line for. It's kind of common. Like, I don't love touching the big name, big guys.
Give me Jamar Chase's over.
4
touchdowns.
Okay.
He's going to catch 15 touchdowns this year.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
No doubt in my mind.
15 receiving touchdowns.
He was hurt. Like, dude, this guy wakes up, and if he's healthy, he catches 2 touchdowns a game.
Yeah, he had 8 last year.
Yeah. Anybody who's hurt a lot of the year.
And he had 17 the year prior.
This guy's a dog. I feel like he's going to end the year as a top 3 fantasy player. I think him and Joe Burrow might find a little more magic. Give me everything Jamar Chase over.
Loops, I've never heard you so confident about a future prop for a player yet this season.
Yeah. 9.5 isn't high enough. This guy is still the premier wideout in the game, top 3. He just needs to stay on the field. And let me tell you, if you're betting overs on future props, you have to assume the guy's going to play in all the games. And if he's going to play, he's going to score touchdowns.
You know what, Loops? That makes it sound pretty simple for a guy like Jamar Chase. And so I like what you're putting down. You know, it's
15.
not something that I really came across and thought of.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's still 26 years old. I feel like a lot of people... Yeah, if you're going to get in bed with a big name player, like I just get worried. I get scared. I mentioned it yesterday with Puka Nacua, how he was sitting at 8.5 touchdowns, like staying on the field, yada, yada, yada. Like, but then again, he could come out and catch 13 touchdowns. Same with JSN. Like, you know, like we've talked about some of these bigger name guys, the Bijan Robinsons in the NFC South. Like, there's a lot of different players that we've been talking about. But yeah, Jamar Chase.
Dude, he also stayed at 17 games, 12 games. And even when he's played 12 games, he caught 9 touchdowns, 16 games, 17 games, 16 games. He stays on the field. I mean, Joe Burrow played in 7 games last year? Mm-hmm. So he was playing, you know, if Burrow plays in every game, this guy should catch 12 touchdowns easily.
I feel like 750 yards receiving for Michael Pittman's kind of a slap in the face. I know last year DK could only get to 850, but I feel like now maybe this Michael Pittman Jr. could step into the wide receiver one. And not be a wide receiver.
If DK Metcalf got 850, like then he should be able to repeat that year, no problem.
Zay Flowers coming back back-to-back seasons of over 1,000 yards receiving. So
it's pretty, yeah.
So now he's sitting at 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 1,200 receiving yards last year.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to some running back action. Loops, no running backs in the AFC North. That is completely my bad.
No.
But a different kind of running back, Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. They're going to have touchdowns.
3.5 touchdowns.
Yep.
For rushing.
Yep.
Is what exactly, not where I want to be, exactly where I have to be. 3.5 rushing touchdowns for Lamar?
He actually doesn't score as many rushing touchdowns.
As you would think.
Okay, so he's played, don't look.
I'm not looking.
6, 7, 8 years in the league.
8 years.
How many rushing touchdowns do you think he has? I'll give you 3 guesses.
40.
And I'll give you higher or lower. It's lower.
Wow. 27.
Higher. You get one more guess. You went way too low.
34.
35.
No!
But, dude, it's 5 touchdowns, 7, 7, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2. He hasn't rushed for more than 5 since 2020.
I just feel like if they're going to put the Nads more on the table this season.
They love to give the ball to Derrick Henry in the red zone, though.
Yeah, but if you're saying that he might not have the spark as he once did, another year on those legs for Derrick Henry, Lamar's going to have to put it on himself.
4,
a little bit more.
Like,
4 is nothing.
You score once in the first game. You got 16 weeks to score 3.
I feel like Lamar prancing into the end zone. Like, obviously last year there were some injuries and such. Like, I don't know. I feel like Derrick Henry, when he pulls that ball back and keeps it himself, he fucking crawls into the end zone.
It's a lot of seats at the table, I'll tell you that.
I love Lamar Jackson at 3.5. It's a great sweat. Why not? He's going to be on the field. He was injured last year. This team needs him. And the one running back stat that I wanted to mention was Chase Brown sitting at 5.5. He went from 7 to 6 over those last 2 seasons. If the Bengals are going to want to be where they want to be this season after a dog shit year last year, I feel like Chase Brown sitting at 5.5 rushing touchdowns seems a little low.
I feel like he's such an anomaly in fantasy football. Like sometimes he looks like a top 5 back in the league, and sometimes nobody even wants to touch him.
Yeah.
You know? Like he is a guy when I first thought when he comes to my mind is fantasy football.
Yeah. Similar like to an Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
You know, fantasy football.
Yeah.
But goal line workhorse. I like that. Mr. Chase Brown, when he came onto the scene, he was an absolute dog, absolute freak. 5.5. It's not my favorite prop, but something to throw out there in the people.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, 5.5 rushing touchdowns.
All right, we
That's
like the
AFC
Ravens.
North.
We like the Browns maybe to win a couple more games than they should. I love Jamar Chase.
I like all the shitty teams. I like the Cardinals team total. I like the Browns
Raiders.
team total, but not the Raiders. And with that being said, we appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.